I'm Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Aer Day Pack 3, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So this is the third iteration of the Day Pack, and it has a similar look to many airbags if you're familiar with the brand. It's a 14-liter bag, and we have an 840D nylon face with a weather-resistant coating. It's a little shiny, but not too much. I mean, you can see the light shining down on it, but it's not too reflective, I don't think. And then, of course, we have the 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon around the rest of the exterior for that nice durability. We do have the Aer logo down here at the bottom on a little Hypalon-like tab, and then there are a couple of carry handles around here. We have one at the top here. It is thick and nicely padded, but it's not so thick that you can't really hang it up on a hook, so that is nice. And then on the side, there's another one which is also nicely padded, so you can either carry it through the airport or use it to slide onto some rolling luggage, because there is a pass-through back here along the back panel. Obviously, it's gonna go sideways onto your handle, but that is that. We have YKK zippers here with some cords woven through the metal pulls, and then little plastic tabs with Aer stamped on them to make them easier to grab and also easier to spot the black zippers on the black bag. The main compartment zipper here has an AquaGuard coating, which is great because this is where your tech is going to go. This is where your laptop goes in. So it's just a little extra protection for sensitive gear. And then that top zipper is more of a locking style zipper, so that you can put a battery bank in here with your phone, or I guess at that point you'd probably have your phone out, and you can run the cord through. So, I never really did that, but if you wanted to, you could. But then also, because if you want to put your phone in here, there's a little zipper garage to keep moisture out from there. As far as hardware goes, we have a Woojin magnetic buckle on the sternum strap, but then Duraflex adjusters to find the right fit. So if you've looked at the Day Pack 2, next to the Day Pack 3 here, you would notice really from the outside, not much different, but on the back panel here, the harness system is where you're gonna see a lot of differences. The shoulder straps are really nicely padded, and they have breathable mesh, and so they're really nice and thick. But they, instead of having like a strip of webbing where the sternum strap rolls along, now we just have a rail. So you get the same nice incremental adjustment, but it just looks a little cleaner. You also now get a Fidlock magnetic buckle for the sternum strap, which, obviously it can pop off accidentally, but it'd be on your body anyways, and I find them fun to fidget with. Then the other difference is now this back panel mesh padding is going all the way to the bottom and over to the sides, instead of sort of stopping partway up as it used to. So, and then the back panel itself, like, it kind of curves in a little bit at the top. I don't know, maybe it was just my imagination, but it really seems to fit a little better and not hover on your back. So this iteration of the bag has like more than an inch of back panel padding, and so I found it very comfortable. It definitely sort of molds to your back really well, and so I did not find any of the hovery thing going on that we had with V2, and I really appreciated that that padding and that structure, at least when it comes to fit. The sternum strap also very comfortable as long as you get it in the right place. It's very easy to get into the right place, and then you can see we have keepers along all of the straps to sort of keep things in check here. Obviously, if you are familiar with Aer as a brand, you are going to be pretty familiar with the look of the bags, and it's very aesthetically pleasing, professional looking, fits in lots of situations. So let's take a look at some of the places to store your gear. You know, obviously on this left side here we have the carry handle, but on the right side we have a water bottle pocket with a really tight elastic and a little bit of a fabric gusset. So on the one hand, it's really nice that it lays flat against the bag if you're not using it. On the other hand, you can really only fit a standard width bottle here, and you can see, I'm not faking this, you're sort of fighting to get it in no matter what. I mean, once it's in there, and that's great, but it's a really tight water bottle pocket, and sometimes depending on what else you have inside, you might be fighting with it more or less. Just keep that in mind. Then at the top here, like I mentioned, we have that quick access pocket. It has really nice soft material inside, and it is thickly padded, which I will show you more once we get into the main compartment. So you don't really have to worry about your phone getting crushed or anything like that. It's really nice and thickly padded, more so than I've seen on almost any bag I can think of off the top of my head. So then we have a front compartment which opens fully horseshoe, basically from like the two gussets all the way up. So there you have it. It's sort of more, it's like an admin panel basically. So we have a really nice deep slip pocket back here. I've got an iPad, and so it fits that really well. And then there is a zipper pocket here where you can tuck, I've got tissues, sanitizer, and keys, and a leash. There we go, they're there. So it's a really nice gatekeeper clip. It's very easy to use, and it just holds your keys really well. And then, you know, when you land at 11 p.m. and you have to go find your car at the airport, you're gonna at least know where to find your keys, which is really awesome. Then we just have a slightly different, you know, configuration of pockets here. It's almost the same amount of organization, it's just sort of arranged a little differently. We have this like really nice stretchy material. I love doing that. And so you have two slip pockets, larger ones on the bottom. I've just got some cords in there, but you could put a wall charger and whatnot. And then we've got thinner ones up here. I've got my AirPods and a wallet. And then I slid 2 pens here. They used to have, I think, 2 pen slots, but now it's a little wider, so you could use it for like a USB hub or something instead of pens, because really, who's carrying pens anymore? So there's that. But then the front gussets, you do have more space to pack in this front pocket, just if you needed to like slide in like a packable jacket or something. I mean, it's not a ton of space, especially when you pack out all these pockets, but I almost found it easier to use than the space in the main compartment, as I will show you next. So if you are finding this video helpful, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this to help you travel smarter. But now, of course, I know you want to see the main compartment, so let's go in there. Now, it has an interesting style of zipper. It's not my favorite. I see the point of it, and I know why a lot of people like it, and also I know why they have to do that. Here is it is sort of an upside down J shape, so it runs all the way from here on the left side, all the way around, excuse me, to into the water bottle pocket. I'm gonna move my water bottle just to get it out of the way, because it basically goes into the water bottle pocket. So that's how you can end up opening it completely, but and that does make it easier to open, but it's just sort of a pain to do so. So I actually usually didn't do it all that often. I usually only did it part way, which makes it really hard to get in here. So I guess the moral of the story is take your water bottle out and then try to get into it. You'll have more success. So along the front panel here, you'll see this is that top pocket. that I mentioned before, dangling down here into the main compartment. And this is the padding right there. You can see how thick that is. None of my gear's right there, so you can see that's my phone and my wallet. But that padding is just, it's really, really thick, which is nice. Then when you flip it up, we have this itty bitty little hidden smart tracker pocket. It's actually one of the more hidden smart tracker pockets that we've encountered, which is great because maybe if somebody snags your bag, they don't find it so quickly, and so you have a chance to find your bag before they find it and ditch it. Then I'm gonna just move these things out of the way really quick. This zipper is not a pocket. This is basically how you access, it's like a half frame sheet, and it basically keeps the space from the main compartment from getting into and encroaching on the front compartment. But then I also find, and it provides nice structure for the bag. The bag, look, it's open and it's not falling over. So there's that. But I felt that it almost makes it hard to pack the bag itself because there's no flexibility to sort of maneuver things in and whatnot. It just made it, to my mind, feel like it had a lot less space in this bag than it actually did because of the rigid structure. That being said, some people really like it. So, it does what it's supposed to do, which is provide nice structure and prevent the main compartment from encroaching on that front compartment. But I almost found it too stiff. On the back panel here though, we have a padded sleeve and a nice soft lining for up to a 16-inch device, which does totally work here. It is ever so slightly raised from the bottom, so if you drop it accidentally, probably you're gonna have no problems there. And then we have just this not padded slip pocket, and I used it for my keyboard. It works pretty nice for that. Then you just, like I said, like you have space down here, but you can see like when I go to fill it, like the bag flips back up. It's just sort of hard to do. So I ended up using it for my really thin tech pouch and my glasses case. So if you're just carrying daily tech essentials and you don't carry a lot of other things, it is called, like I said, just the day pack, and it works really great for that. If you need to carry a lot of other things, or you're like me and you want to shove a bunch of other things in there because you feel like you have the space, you don't. So just do with that as you will, and maybe this will be for you. So there you have it, the Aer Day Pack 3. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.